Hello, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? This is Fiona Rose. And if you are watching, please hit that like, that heart button, say hello, maybe drop a fun emoji that reflects how you're feeling today. That would be amazing. Okay, so here is today's free healing. As you know, we go live twice a week on our page, Monday nights with more for energy healing and Thursdays at 12 with me. And I often do EFT tapping and we bring up a topic that we are seeing happening so that we can heal it and clear it. So today's healing is about letting go of trauma triggers. Ooh, yeah, so we all have them. Everybody experiences trauma in some way, shape, or form. And even if you're not a direct recipient of trauma, you might even be paying attention or aware of trauma that other people have been through, and that we can release as well. All right, so before we get started, I just want to have a couple announcements, and I just love to hear from you. So comment below, say hi, tell me what's up with you. We are finishing up our 30-day emotional release challenge, and holy moly, it's been such a powerful month. If you missed this 30-day challenge and you want to do emotional releasing but also releasing weight from your body, we are going to do that again on May 3rd. So May 3rd will be the second round. We have new powerful healings, audios, and belly dance videos that are going to come with this new challenge. So it is on our website. We're going to be promoting it and talking more about it. So if you're ready to release emotional weight and physical weight from your body, go to our website, youressence.org. I'll put it in the comment section and you can check that out. It's 30 days of healing for like an amazing price. So come join us. Okay, and we are also planning some live workshops in Oregon. Woo woo! I can't wait to see you live this summer. So we are so excited that everything is shifting in our society. The COVID thing is shifting, and we are super excited to be able to offer in-person workshops again. So stay tuned for that. We would love to see you and support you live. Okay, so let's dive in. We're going to talk about trauma triggers. So, what happens when we have a trauma trigger? And then we're going to tap on it. Okay, so a trauma trigger is where something happens to you in your body, happens to you in your life, and you hold that in the cells of your body. We hold it, and it becomes a trigger. So, it could be something that triggers you, like, for example, a sound or a scent or a word or a feeling that triggers that trauma to come back up in the body. And that's completely normal. And what happens when that comes back up is it's almost like you're reliving it. So the danger of that is that we go into a cycle. You know, it's like we're cycling through the trauma constantly. And so that's not any fun, right? What would it take to change that? Let's change it. So let's go ahead and start with the tapping. And I also want to just remind you that anytime we have trauma still living and cycling through our reality in our body, it is affecting the cells of our body. So the tapping helps to release it from the cells of the body. It helps the body process out. Okay, so we're actually going to start with the heart area. I was really feeling into the heart today. So remember, tapping is intuitive. You take whatever hand works for you. You begin tapping on your heart in any pattern that feels good. It could be a circle, it could be back and forth, it could be whatever. And let's just do a couple breaths together. Let's try to get out of the mind and into the heart, breathing in and letting go. Breathing in and letting go. Okay. When you're ready, we are going to allow whatever trauma triggers are coming up in your body that you're ready to let go of. We're going to allow those to come up into the body. And as we tap, we're just going to go through some I release and I let it go. So follow me. I release and I let it all go. Breathe. Okay. I release and I let it all go. I release now and I let it all go. I release it all and I let it go. I release it all and I let it go. We're going to go through the points now. We're going to affirm with these rounds on the next round that I release all of this trauma and I let it go, allowing the body to process it out. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to know everything about the trauma. You get to just let it go, okay? So here we go. All of this trauma, I now release it and I let it go. All of this trauma, I now release it and I let it go. Remember to breathe. All of this trauma, I now release it and I let it go. All of this trauma, I now release it and I let it go. All of this trauma, I now release it and I let it go. All of this trauma, I now release it and I let it go. All of this trauma, I now release it and I let it go. All of this trauma, I now release it and I let it go. All of this trauma, I now release it and I let it go. A deep breath. You might want to shake it out. Now, for those of you that are new to tapping and you're like, what the fuck is she doing? Tapping is using our fingers on our energy meridians to help process out and release emotions, thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and traumas out of the body. It's a very effective way to process quickly. It's actually used by millions of people across the world, taught and used by professionals of all different types. So it's very effective what we're doing here. Okay, so on this next round, we are going to affirm that it's okay to be done with the trauma, because I feel like a lot of times what happens is that a lot of us get stuck in the trauma response and then they don't know what is on the other side of it. It's like, what's next? Like, if I don't have the trauma, what do I have, right? So for me, I would say the opposite of trauma would be allowance. It's like, okay, I have allowance and I have acceptance for what happened in the past. And then I always have allowance for what may happen again, but it doesn't mean that the same thing has to happen again. So allowance is like a releasing and a trauma is a constricting. So when we tap on this round, I'm going to invite you to release and open up your heart area, open up your body to be an allowance of letting go, if that makes sense, right? Allowance is so important. One of the access tools is the affirmation that may my allowance be greater than my awareness. May my allowance be greater than my awareness. May my allowance be greater than my awareness. So what we're going to do on this round is we're going to say I'm done with my trauma and I'm allowing my greatness. Ooh, isn't that powerful? Oh my gosh, do you love that? I love that. Here we go. I am releasing my trauma and I am allowing my greatness. That's a big one. I am releasing my trauma and I am allowing my greatness. I am releasing my trauma and I am allowing my greatness. I am releasing my trauma and I am allowing my greatness. Breathe, let go. I am releasing my trauma and I'm allowing my greatness. I am releasing my trauma. I am allowing my greatness. I am releasing my trauma and I am allowing my greatness. That's good. I am releasing my trauma. I am allowing my greatness. Yes, good job. I am releasing my trauma. I am allowing my greatness. Let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Woo! What else is possible? Oh, that felt good. So Comment below, please. Let me know how you're feeling. What would it be like for you to let go of your trauma triggers and be in a greatness of you, the being of you? And I do want to say that, obviously it's not always as easy as a little bit of tapping to release trauma. Tapping is intuitive, and sometimes it takes different techniques and layers of tapping to release a full trauma. But if you are struggling with a trauma, please reach out. We have one-on-one sessions, we have our group healings and our group programs coming up that can really support you, because nobody has to live in trauma alone. Nobody needs to suffer quietly in trauma triggers. It's not a way of life. It's not healthy for our body, mind, or spirit. And it just doesn't feel fun, right? So, how does it get any better than that? Let's go ahead and release all of those trauma triggers and open up to our greatness, to who you really are. Because on the other side of trauma is who we really are, which is so much more than we could have ever imagined. All right, I hope you enjoyed this healing today. I felt like it was really fun and very powerful, and may it be a contribution to your life and your heart and your body. Please reach out, and if you want to join our 30-day emotional release challenge that starts on May 3rd, go ahead and check out our website in the comment below and come join us. I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you so much. Bye.